I can restart. I saw that. Are you tired of the new generations being brainwashed? Are you tired of them and their bad behaviors? Are you tired of them playing games like this? Would you like to see them improve those behaviors? Are you also a game developer looking to improve your game and make it better for the younger generation? Hi, I will be talking about how behaviors learned in childhood affect your adult self, and also how you can apply these ideas to a game you're creating. Your life is affected by what you do and what you consume, and that includes games as well. Costello says that developing the capacity to use self disclosure in adolescence may set the stage for self disclosing throughout the lifespan. Essentially, when kids learn to share about their lives, as adults, it will be easier for them to do this, which means that kids learning how to understand themselves as a young child can improve themselves as an adult. Think about what you were taught as a child. You probably still follow those behaviors today because as a child, your brain was still in development and you didn't question what people you thought were important or your parents said to you. So those behaviors stuck with you until today because your child mind never thought to change them. Like how you say please and thank you. I'm sure you don't think about that now, but when you were a child, your parents had to teach you to say those words at the correct moments. Now think about it. If you applied these ideals to your games, then you might be able to change some of the kids' ideas for the better. Now, there's no way to make a whole generation listen to you and follow everything you say, because behavior is formed off of many things throughout someone's life, and there's no way to completely have someone come out how you want them to be. But the core ideals and beliefs people have are often formed when people are young. Tam says Schwartz's four higher order values were evident in 5 to 7 year olds' value structure, meaning that when you are these ages, your beliefs and values are formed. Now, the video game market is full of great games for all ages, but most aren't the best at teaching kids good behaviors. Although many good games have great lessons behind them, like any other story, like Mass Effect, Red Dead Redemption, and Outer Wilds. These games have great stories, and if you even Google them or ask an AI, which I don't recommend, you'll find that these ones come up the most, and people say that these are the best games. But some games these days just don't have that, and these are the ones that are taking over the world. Now, the games I said earlier are often the most impactful for people, and if we have that storytelling and combine it with a great lesson, it will teach the kids the correct behaviors. So you're going to want to come up with some type of lesson the player can learn, like something you read in a book, or something you come up with yourself, or maybe even a lesson you want kids to learn. If you create a story with a well-written story, or a game with a well-written story, it will keep the player engaged. And modern games like Insomniac Spider-Man and Disco Elysium have well-written stories and plots that seem familiar, so the player has something to connect to. These aspects make the player want to play the game and keep it interesting. So they'll keep going back, they'll replay the game, and they'll understand the lesson that you are trying to convey better. Now, how do these ideas apply to tabletop games like D&D? Many D&D games are self-created or are campaigns that are made by the player, but many are stories that are also written by companies or even the main company that makes the game. If you make a campaign with a great life lesson, but still include the other amazing aspects of D&D as well, then the game will be better for younger generations the same way as video games. Now, how does tabletop games like D&D and video games relate? Well, they're both games. They both have a story behind them. So the same ideas apply. If you make a good campaign with a great story that also teaches a good lesson, it will be better for younger generations. Now, I know D&D isn't the best for kids, 5 to 7, like I was talking about earlier, but maybe you apply it towards more teens, or maybe you want to introduce your children to D&D and you want to write a campaign for them. It's all about what you are able to come up with positively. If you say your game is good for children and it isn't, it will backfire. So you've got to make sure what you put out is thoroughly checked. If you apply these ideas to your game, it will benefit you greatly, as now you have actual science supporting that your game is good for people who play it. Also, parents will want to support your game, and that you can make money from. And that shouldn't be the only thing incenting you to make a game, but Is definitely important when it comes to making games. And these parents, they will want to talk to their other parent friends about the game, and this will lead to more publicity. It will even get rid of the stereotype that video games are bad for children. And this is the first step in the right direction. There are endless benefits to this. Maybe it will change someone's life for the better. In conclusion, taking your game and making sure it surrounds these ideas will better help you in your game. Maybe you'll be able to help a generation learn to be good people.